to give away a free t-shirt, ask and answer a question, bring you comics news, and reveal the books I bought this week. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching a Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! Edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. Congratulations to the LSU Tigers on winning their first ever NCAA basketball championship, and congratulations to the UConn Huskies who won their 5th NCAA basketball championship. I'm going to show some more love to them later on, but for right now, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Alright, on last week's episode, I asked, which U.S. state is Rogue from? Well, the correct answer is Mississippi. And 10 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, their name's been entered in the drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is... Marcus Harmon from Minden, Louisiana. So congratulations, Marcus. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode, and this is a Doom Patrol question. True or false? The Doom Patrol in the comics was originally named the Legion of the Strange. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. So, I gotta ask. Any questions?
Questions I walk around in. Questions I didn't thrive in. Questions I will survive in. Questions.
Alright, I only have one question for this week, and it's from Molly Hooper from Lake Charles, Louisiana. She asks, what was your first comic? Well, Molly, in terms of the first comic I ever bought, it was an old issue of Action Comics. It was during the, actually during the Reign of the Superman story arc back in 1993. It introduced the Eradicator as one of the 4 characters that portrayed Superman when Superman was presumed dead. Now, I didn't take care of that, but in terms of the first comic, in terms of the first comic that I bought that started the collection, it would have to be Superman Red, Superman Blue, and I remember the exact date that I bought it. It was Tuesday, December 23rd, 1997. Oh, story time. Now, my dad, my late father, had taken my sister and me to do Christmas shopping for my mom. And we went to Pierre Bourget Mall in Bossier City, and back when Pierre Bourget Mall was actually cool, not so much now, it's kind of a ghost town. After we got done, I asked my dad I wanted to buy a comic out of Walden Books, back when Pierre Bourget Mall had a Walden Books. So I'll go in there, and the first book I saw was Superman Red, Superman Blue, and it was a variant 3D cover that also had a vintage Superman comic that was in 3D. So, and also included 3D glasses. So I went on ahead and bought that, and then the rest, as they say, is history. Alright, really loving these questions, folks. Now I'm going to have 2 more questions for the next 2 episodes, on episodes 442 and 444. No, I do them on the even numbered episodes. On the odd number episodes, that's when I do the Throwdown Showdown. Now, you can ask any question as long as it pertains to the show or pertains to me in terms of being a comic book collector. But please, no personal questions. I will not ask nor answer them on this show. Alright, now it's time for Comically Speaking. So without further ado, let's talk comics! Alright, there are two things going to talk about in this segment of Comically Speaking. Here's the first. Now, Josh Williamson, who has written a lot of DC books, had revealed over at MegaCon in Orlando, Florida, that he is writing a brand new Batman and Robin series that's coming to DC in September with art by Simone DeMeo. Now, I'm really on board with this. I have collected every issue of Batman and Robin, with the last two volumes that have come out. The first volume came out in 2009 and ran through 2011, and then on this one, Dick Grayson was Batman after Bruce Wayne was presumed dead, and then Damian Wayne finally took on the mantle of Robin. And then there was another volume of Batman and Robin that took place during the New 52 that ran all the way to 2016 with Bruce Wayne as Batman and then Damian Wayne as Robin. Now this is going to be the same thing with this one. It's going to be it's going to be of course, Batman, Bruce Wayne, and also Damian Wayne as Robin. I mean, Damian has over time. I mean, I really didn't like Damian at first. I mean, he was like everything Batman was trying not to be. But over time, Damian has finally understood that, you know, that he's no longer tied to the League of Assassins anymore. And ever since then, he is really like understanding the assignment in terms of being Batman's sidekick and being Bruce Wayne's son. So, I'm here for it. And this all comes off the heels of the Batman vs. Robin miniseries, which also tied into the Lazarus Planet crossover event for DC. So, yeah. So, Batman and Robin Volume 3 coming to DC in September. Alright, now the second thing is that Netflix has ordered a Scott Pilgrim vs. the World anime series. Now, this anime series is... Now, the awesome thing about this one, it's going to star the original cast of the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World movie that came out in 2010. Of course, Michael Cera played the lead character, alongside other actors and actresses like Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Chris Evans, and Jason Schwartzman, just to name a few. I'm totally on board with this. Now, here's the awesome thing about the movie. The movie is based on the graphic novel series by Brian Lee O'Malley that ran from 2004 until 2010. So, with both Batman and Robin and the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World anime series being ordered by Netflix, I'm all in. Alright, that's it for Comically Speaking. Now let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
Alright, here we go. First up is Action Comics number 1053. Daredevil number 9. Deadpool number 5. Detective Comics number 1070. The Invincible Iron Man number 4. Lazarus Planet, Revenge of the Gods number 2. Sabretooth and the Exiles number 5. Star Trek Strange New Worlds, the Illyrian Enigma number 4. Thor number 32. Tim Drake Robin number 7. And finally, and I'm so excited about this book, Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 1. Alright, that's 11, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 11,976. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. And here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. True or false? The Doom Patrol was originally named the Legion of the Strange. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Marcus Harmon from Minden, Louisiana, who won a free tee on this episode. Alright, once again, congratulations to the LSU Lady Tigers. They won their first ever NCAA championship by defeating the University of Iowa Hawkeyes 102-85. Now, congratulations to head coach Kim Mulkey. Congratulations to the players, the coaching staff, the student assistants, the fans, and Louisiana State University as a whole. Now, in my understanding, Angel Reese ended up winning the Final Four MVP. However, if it were up to me, I would give the MVP to all the players. I mean, they had an unbelievable season. They felt now granted they did fall short of winning a conference championship in the SEC tournament, but that didn't let them get it down. That didn't stop them from working even harder and going for the real prize, which is a national championship. And also, I want to shout out to a fellow Northern Louisiana native, Emily Ward. Now, I want to shout out to her because she is the only player that was on LSU's team 2 years ago when they only won 9 games. And she stuck it out. She remained with the team even after Kim Mulkey was hired as the head coach. And now she's celebrating. So congratulations, Emily. We love you, and good luck the rest of the semester in your classes, as well as all the other young women. I mean, history was made on Sunday when they won the national championship. I mean, they scored 102 points, which is the most in championship game history. And then it was the most watched. And also, shout out to the Iowa Hawkeyes, because a lot of fans watch both of these teams. This was the most watched championship game in women's Final Four national championship history. There were 9.9 million viewers, and 12.6 million viewers peaked. As my great aunt used to say, that's history, baby. So, congratulations to the LSU Tigers. Love y'all. Y'all had a great season. And also head coach Kim Mulkey, the greatest, the best dressed head coach in all of sports. Thank you, ma'am. And also congratulations to the UConn Huskies. They won their 5th ever NCAA championship by defeating the San Diego State Aztecs 76-59. And congratulations to head coach Dan Hurley, the players, the coaching staff, and the student assistants, the fans, and the University of Connecticut as a whole. And starting center Adama Sanogo ended up winning the MVP. So congratulations to y'all. All right, as y'all see, I'm now 24 away from 12,000 comics, and it's coming. And also, while I'm thinking about it, there is a poll for the variant of 12,000. I have 2. Now we started out with 16, cut it down to 8, cut it down to 4. Now we're down to the last 2. And y'all have until Saturday night at 11:59 Central Standard Time to vote. So if you're watching this and you haven't voted, go ahead and do so. And that's for everyone on social media. However, I will also post the designs on YouTube as well, so y'all have the chance to vote. So please, sir, please, ma'am, go ahead and vote. And really excited about this. I'm getting close. All right, now here's the road ahead for the show. On next week's episode, I'm going to raise awareness of autism. Then on episode 442, I'm going to raise awareness of oral cancer. And on episode 443, I'm going to raise awareness of child abuse. This month is Child Abuse Prevention Month. So in addition to watching this episode, please watch these next 3, because within the next 3, I'm going to get to 12,000, and that's going to and I want y'all to celebrate with me. All right, if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome. And as soon as you're done, hit subscribe. And if you're watching this on the Comic Book Lovers Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and subscribe. All right, I'm Victor Nully on A Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 441. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero, and go Yukon! Go Tigers!